Hey, it's Arsalan. I hope you're enjoying these unfolding stories. This is a short commentary episode just to mark the significance of what just happened in the last episode. Rostam, who is still a young man, just fully lifted Afrasiyab, the Prince of Turan, up off his horse in a single maneuver, and then proceeded to kill over 1,000 Turanian soldiers himself. Now, it's easy to chalk all of these events up to superhuman actions inside a heightened world. Just like in modern-day superhero films like Superman or Spider-Man, there's a suspension of disbelief that any mythical story has in terms of how strong or capable the main hero is. But as I've said before, the Shahnameh is unique in that even its more supernatural moments are lived through human experience. This is critical to understand right now in this moment in the epic, because we've spent so long getting to know the size and shape of the Turanian nation and army through its leaders and soldiers, but we've never fully taken a moment to step inside the Turanian perspective. When Rostam lifts Afrasiyab into the air, many things happen at once. Militarily, Iran effectively wins this latest battle against Turan and brings the war to an end. Metaphorically, Rostam solidifies his stature as Iran's rising champion. But what about personally? What does it actually do to Afrasiyab psychologically to be lifted above Rostam's head as though he weighs no more than a feather? Up until now, we've come to know Afrasiyab as a loathsome, violent, and relentless menace, bent on Iran's destruction by any means necessary. But as we're about to see, Afrasiyab's experience of facing Rostam in the flesh has such a profoundly destabilizing effect on him that it reveals his most human quality yet: total vulnerability. What we're about to see is the aftermath of a defeat so decisive, so humiliating, and so undeniable that it shocks Afrasiyab's entire system, and through him begins to shake the Turanian nation itself. So all of this is simply to remind you, the listener, just because larger-than-life events happen in these stories, it doesn't mean that their impact is any less human in scale. That, to me, is one of the things that makes the Shahnameh different from a book of fairy tales or purely fantastical epics. The Shahnameh doesn't ask you to suspend your disbelief. It asks you to double down on your belief. Beneath all the superficial layers of battles and feats of strength and larger-than-life heroes, there's a deeper layer of human pride and grief and vulnerability and fear that actually permeates the entire epic constantly. That is where the enduring power of these stories lies, and it's what I'm searching for as I continue working through this epic with you. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to share it or leave a review. Thanks for listening, and stay tuned for more Shahnameh quests.